Hi there, my name is Poppy. Today, I am going to read an extract from the Artificial Intelligence Foundation's Learning from Experience book by Andrew Lowe and Steve Lawless. You can purchase your own copy of the book from the BCS bookshop. It is available in ebook format or as a hardback. There will be a link in the description box below. Chapter 1. Introduction: Ethical and Sustainable Human and Artificial Intelligence. This chapter sets the scene for artificial intelligence or AI. We look at intuitive definitions of human and artificial intelligence. We also introduce the European Union's ethical guidelines for AI, and take a look back at the progress of AI over the past couple of centuries, examining how we as humans relate to this disruptive technology. 1.1. The general definition of human intelligence. It is a vast understatement to say that human beings are one of the wonders of the universe. Human intelligence is the culmination of billions of years of evolution from single-cell organisms to what we are today, which is ultimately marked by our ability to undertake complex mental feats and be self-aware. It also includes the ability to recognize our place in the universe and ask annoying philosophical questions such as, why are we here, and what is our purpose? There are many definitions of human intelligence. Our chosen definition is useful because it is intuitive and gives us a practical base that builds a strong foundation for AI. In fact, it needs to be a little more than intuitive, it also needs to guide us as to what AI is useful for in practice. When considering this definition, we must keep in the back of our minds that the need to find the right balance of theory and practice is paramount. We will also need to understand that AI and machine learning have significant limitations, and this will become apparent as we move through the book. Take 5 minutes to think about what it means to be human. Leonardo da Vinci captured the essence of his science in art. René Descartes stated cogito, ergo sum, I think therefore I am. Ada Lovelace wrote the first algorithm and notes on the role of humans and society with technology. Neil Armstrong was the first to put one foot on the moon, and changed our perspective of the world completely. Roger Bannister was the first to run a mile in under 4 minutes. Dr. Karen Spark Jones gave us the theoretical foundations of the search engine. Tu Yu is a tenacious scientist who discovered a cure for malaria, which won her the Nobel Peace Prize in 2015. Tu's intellectual talents are amazing, and after perfecting her cure, she volunteered to be the first person for it to be tested on. We could ask ourselves if this was confidence or bravery. We have set ourselves up here to introduce the concept of subjectivity. We have free will, and all of us have our own unique subjective experience. We are conscious and subjective, and conscious experience is something that we will need to be all too aware of as we develop AI. We must always consider what effects artificial intelligence will have on humans and society. Robert Sternberg gives us a useful definition of human intelligence, at least in so far as it relates to AI. Human intelligence, mental quality that consists of the abilities to learn from experience, adapt to new situations, understand and handle abstract concepts, and use knowledge to manipulate one's environment. Here we can quickly recognize the desire to manipulate our environment in some way, and that we will use all our human talents to do so. It is general, and we still need to identify the type of learning from experience that humans do, or to put it another way, what machines can help us with. Sometimes called natural intelligence, human intelligence is generally considered to be the intellectual accomplishment of humans and has been discussed by philosophers for thousands of years. Of course, other living things possess natural intelligence to some degree as well, but for now, let's just consider human intelligence. We are biased, but it's fair to say that humans are the most intelligent living organisms on the planet. Just as we developed tools in the Stone and Iron Ages, we are now equipping ourselves with machines to help us intellectually. We may phrase this as coming to the correct conclusions, hypothesizing and testing, and understanding what is real, although we sometimes get it wrong. It's also about how to understand complex problems, like weather prediction or winning a game of chess, adapting what we have learnt through things like abstraction, induction, simplification and creativity. It allows us to adapt and control our environment and interact socially, giving us an evolutionary advantage. It may also make sense to consider human intelligence from a number of perspectives, such as linguistic intelligence, the ability to communicate complex ideas to another; mathematical intelligence, the ability to solve complex problems; interpersonal intelligence, the ability to see things from the perspective of others, or to understand people in the sense of having empathy. So, how do we acquire these particular skills or traits? Through learning from experience. 1.1.1 Human learning. Human learning is the process of acquiring knowledge. It starts at a very early age, perhaps even before we are born. Our behavior, skills, values and ethics are acquired and developed when we process information through our minds and learn from those experiences. Human learning may occur as part of education, personal development or any other informal or formal training, and is an ongoing process throughout our lives. Each person has a preference for different learning styles and techniques, for example, visual, oral, kinesthetic and so on. Machine learning can give us superhuman capability. We can search every research paper using a search engine on our smartphone. This could take old-school academics a lifetime of hard work, travel and focused attention. Machine learning is changing our beliefs, behavior and speed of progress. Now we understand the basics of human intelligence and human learning. Let's see how that compares to artificial intelligence and machine learning. We will also explain further some of the jargon that is thrown around AI circles, and explain exactly what artificial intelligence is, and what artificial intelligence isn't. 1.2 Definition of artificial intelligence. In simple terms, AI is intelligence demonstrated by machines, in contrast to the natural intelligence displayed by humans and other animals. Stuart Russell and Peter Norvig, the authors of the standard AI textbook Artificial Intelligence, A Modern Approach, explain that AI is a universal subject and helpful to us all. Learning from experience is AI's signature. We will use this concept a lot. It applies to machines as it does, perhaps more so to humans. Einstein is often quoted as saying, "The only source of knowledge is the experience." Ask yourself the question, how can we learn from experience, and can machines help us? If the answer to this question is yes, then AI can help you. Thank you for listening to this excerpt from the Artificial Intelligence Foundation's Learning from Experience book by Andrew Lowe and Steve Lawless. Don't forget, you can purchase your own copy of the book from the BCS bookshop. It is available in ebook format or as a hardback. Are you looking to start your career in artificial intelligence and machine learning? Purple Griffin deliver BCS Artificial Intelligence certification training courses throughout the year in a state-of-the-art virtual classroom environment. You will even get to meet the AI expert himself, Andrew Lowe. If you prefer to learn in your own time, Purple Griffin also offer the BCS Artificial Intelligence online training courses, which come with immediate access. It's time to embrace artificial intelligence and become certified.